welcome to class. I'm Jen, and I'll be the one guiding you through this creative course. I'm a freelance graphic designer, illustrator, and educator based out of the Midwest, and I run Bella and Sophia Creative Studio. If you want to learn more about me, you can find me online at www.bellasophiacreative.com. You can also check out my YouTube channel, The Creative Studio, where you'll get a behind-the-scenes view of the work that I do as a creative freelancer and find a huge library of free tutorials catered to those of you interested in graphic design, programs like Affinity and Procreate, as well as art and illustration. So this month, I'm really excited to share a new Procreate course. While you might be used to using Procreate for drawing, it's such a versatile app, and I thought it would be really fun to walk you through how you can scrapbook or create a visual journal in the app. I love the idea of scrapbooking and creating memory books, but sometimes all of the supplies necessary can make it cumbersome to do. So I found that I can do similar projects in a digital version. No mess, no massive supply hauls, and I don't have to worry about perfectionism stopping me from creating. When it comes to the skills that you'll learn in the class, learning how to scrapbook or create a visual journal in Procreate involves a mix of creative, technical, and organizational skills. We will first learn a bit about scrapbooking/visual journaling, and we'll naturally work through how to use the Procreate app while creating our project. And here's a breakdown of a few of the essential skills that we're going to learn in the class together. So a major portion of the class focuses on creative and design skills. Composition and layout design is really important. We'll learn how to balance elements on a page like text, images, stickers, and we'll also use some of the principles like alignment, contrast, and white space effectively throughout our project. We're also going to touch a bit on color theory, choosing harmonious color palettes, understanding how colors set the mood or convey a theme in a project. Then we'll look at typography, so choosing and pairing fonts that work well together. Maybe you can experiment with hand lettering or digital calligraphy for titles, quotes, or journaling entries, but we'll also be utilizing the fonts in the app itself. And then we'll also look at visual storytelling. So communicating a memory, mood, or moment through visuals is really important in these kinds of projects, as well as using visual metaphors, symbols, and thematic imagery throughout our layout. The other portion of skills that we'll be touching on include technical skills in the Procreate app. So things like brush handling, learning how to use different brush types for drawing, painting, different textures, customizing or importing brushes for specific effects, whether you're looking for things like watercolor, calligraphy, or texture stamps. We'll also look at layer management, so organizing layers for different elements like a background versus photos and stickers and text, and using different blend modes, clipping masks, and even things like alpha lock throughout the app. We're also going to explore image importing and manipulation, so importing photos and even creating your own textures or stickers, as well as resizing, rotating, masking, and applying effects in the app. Next, we'll look at the text tool. So using Procreate's text tool efficiently for journaling and decorative titles is really important, so we're going to explore that a bit, as well as combining type text with different types of variations of fonts, whether it be hand lettering inspired or calligraphy inspired. And then finally, this whole project is really based on the concept of digital collaging. So we're going to be combining various media, paper textures, images, drawings, and creating depth and variety using things like different layer styles, or maybe you want to incorporate things like shadows and textures. We'll also explore different places where you can find creative assets online for personal use if you don't feel as confident with drawing them as well. When it comes to the tools that you'll need for this class, all you need is an iPad, the Procreate app, and an Apple Pencil. If you don't have an Apple Pencil, it's not an absolute must-have, but it does make the project a little bit easier. So when it comes to who this class for, honestly, it's for anyone who is creative or would like to learn how to digitally scrapbook or visually journal within the Procreate app. The class is geared towards beginner learners as we're exploring Procreate in a really basic way. I'm going to walk you through the process step by step, and I'll help familiarize you with the processes and the different tools within the Procreate app. So when it comes to your class project, you're going to be creating one scrapbooking spread or one journal spread that you can then export as a JPEG. And if you feel so inspired to, I would love for you to upload it to the course project gallery to share with the fellow classmates as well as me. I would love to see what you create once we get through this class and you have all the tools necessary to create your own scrapbook page. Just a few things to note. make sure you download the class resources. I've included the project template and a few files that you can utilize for your class project. I'll also include a helpful course worksheet, and this will kind of get you going in the right direction as you begin the work once you finish a class. Please make sure you also share your project in the class project gallery, or if you feel up for it, you can also share it on social media and tag me on Instagram at BellaSophiaCreative. I'd love to see what you created, or even offer some helpful tips if you need them. And finally, once you finish the class, if you've enjoyed it, definitely please consider leaving a class review. These reviews are so helpful in ensuring teachers get engagement, which in turn helps our classes overall in search. I'm really looking forward to creating with you today and seeing your work. Let's get started.